to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
We are just over a week away from the start of the district tournaments, but this afternoon we step outside of conference play and feature an interdivisional matchup between the Glacier Peak Grizzlies of the Western Conference 4A and the Bothell Cougars of the Kinko 4A. It's boys basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. Today's game on STSPN brought to you in part by U.S. Navy Recruiting and the Marine Corps. Monster Energy Drink, McDaniel's Do It Best by GS Heating, Cooling and Electric, Gene Johnson Plumbing, Fred's Rivertown Ale House on 1st Street in Snohomish, Bickford Ford, American Family Insurance and Sally Petty Agency, Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field, and by Adrenaline Fundraising. We come to you live from the Glacier Peak High School Gymnasium. Hello everybody, Tom Lafferty along with Sean Ryan. Coming into this Saturday afternoon game, Glacier Peak sitting at 2-4 in league play and 9-7 overall. And with a 63-49 loss to Jackson last night, barring something unforeseen, may have just removed themselves from postseason consideration. And Sean Ryan, it's always tough when you start looking at playoffs. You got a couple of games left, and you need the dreaded, we need help from somebody else.
Yeah, you always want to be in control of your own destiny. Obviously, we talked about it the last night. You know, you got an uphill climb. But if you're Glacier Peak, you can't worry about that. You got to worry about the game today. Let's get a win, and let's build some momentum. And then you got to take care of business because, again, you need help. But it doesn't matter if you get that help if you don't do what you need to do.
And Bothell Cougars come in. They play in that very tough Kinko League. You have to be good every night because they are really good. And we will come back. We'll talk about that in a moment. As we come back, get set for tonight's opening tip-off and game action. It's Bothell and Glacier Peak right after this timeout. Ready for basketball on a Saturday afternoon. The Kinko 4A Bothell Cougars, the Wesco 4A Glacier Peak Grizzlies, and we're underway, and Glacier Peak gets the opening tip, and we will give you the starters as we go along. That's Joe Lee with it, along with Paxton Bigby. Bigby has it now, bounce pass down low. Maybe they'll get everybody to touch it. That was Lechner with it. Back out into Luke Zimmerman, underneath to Lechner 1 time, 2 times, 3rd time, no. None of them would go. He finally got fouled.
At some point, yeah, you either got to give me a foul or you got to give me the bucket.
And the other starter, besides Joe Lee, then in the backcourt will be Nate Spang. So Lechner will be at the free throw line. The foul was on Kingston McLaughlin. That's his first personal first team, first free throw. Nothing going in for Lechner. I'm just wondering how much energy, how much gas is left in the tank after last night. And I'll tell you what, it was about 95 degrees in the Jackson gym yesterday.
Yeah, and that's what you were telling me. It sounds like it was a hard-fought game. You had about 18,000 people crammed in a gymnasium. So, and it's hard. It's hard as a team to get back, get back to that level the very next night.
Outside three ball won't go for Bothell. That is Blake Skinner with it. Joe Lee with it. Back out to Zimmerman. Dribbles in with one dribble. Then he cross court over to the right side to Spang. Back out to Zimmerman. Over to Lee. That's Joe Lee with it. Little spin move. Rifles a pass to the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Glacier Peak. For Bothell, their starters, Daniel Braceno, Tyson Hoke, Blake Skinner, Cody Petrin, and Kingston McLaughlin.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what you said, I think we're seeing it from the first 2 possessions from Glacier Peak. He's got a wide open 3. You got to just let that fly.
Speaking of let it fly, how about that 3? No, by Tyson Hoke, wouldn't go. Bigsby grabs the rebound now for Glacier Peak. The Grizzlies in their home white uniforms moving to our right, silver numbers, little navy blue trim. They swing it to Spang, looking down low. That's Bigsby, goes in, puts it up too hard, no good. So what? They've had 6 shots at the bucket and none of them have gone down.
Just a little more, just a little more.
Yeah, 4 field goals and 2 free throws and nothing. Maybe they haven't taken the cellophane off the rim yet.
Yeah.
Here this morning, one of the things on the checklist for an afternoon game. Lechner down low, kicks it back out. 3 on the way, no, air ball. Saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Bothell. Here come the Cougars in the royal blue uniforms moving to our left. Outside 3, and bang, down it goes. And the Daniel Braceno with it, and the first lead of the ball game goes to the Bothell Cougars out of the Kinko 4A. That's Joe Lee, tries to split the defense. Left the basketball. Last touched by Bothell, no foul there.
And that's good. That's the energy you want to see if you're the Glacier Peak coach.
Well, and Joe Lee is nothing but energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inbounds here, Spang. Lechner back to Zimmerman. Foul line jumper, yes.
Good shot. That's a good shot right there.
So it's a 3-2 ball game. We're at 5:45 to play in the opening quarter. Now Bothell with it. Blake Skinner. They swing it deep in the right corner. Cody Petrin back out. NBA 3, and down it will go. Tyson Hoke with it, and opens up a 4-point lead for the Bothell Cougars. That's a heat test right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got a hand in his face. He let it fly, but, you know, I like Bothell coming in. You're shooting confidently.
That's Bigsby.
Good move.
Yeah, spun around the guy, but nothing will go down. Only one thing's gone through yet for Glacier Peak. Now it's Bothell basketball.
They might ask the refs if they can switch directions, maybe go the other way.
This is Braceno going in, high out the window. 2 shots coming up here as he gets fouled. The referee is Brian Kelly. The umpire, Craig Johnson, and Mark Hedges out on the floor for the Snohomish County Basketball Officials Association officiating this game. I know Brian Kelly's doing the game tonight at Lake Stevens, so he's doing double duty here. You already refereed a soccer game this morning, right?
I did two soccer games, and then I got to go back to Snohomish in a little bit. So, yeah, it's a full day today. I'm with Glacier Peak. I'm tired, guys. I get it.
Neither free throw would go. Actually, one did. It's 7-2 the score. 5-point lead for Bothell.
Good take.
Bigsby.
Well, we know Bigsby's ready to play today.
Right. So this will be a foul here. It's going to be on Blake Skinner. That'll be his first personal foul. Second team foul. They were going to inbound the ball quickly.
The classic, was he at the scores table? I don't know, so we'll stop and we'll let him go. But he wasn't there, let's be honest.
No, he wasn't, but they decided to stop play anyway and get him in. And now they'll inbound the ball, Glacier Peak ball. Cooper Jensen checks into the ball game now. That's 24.
Ooh,
that's Joe Lee.
That's got to be a jump?
It's going to be they're going to say jump ball. So it's going to be out of bounds here on the alternating possession.
I was going to say, I know he didn't just jump up and then jump back down with it.
Cooper Jensen wearing 24.
Good pass.
Inbounds to Lee, won't go. And the rebound grabbed down by Bothell. Tyson Hoke up the floor. Petrin, corner, 3 on the way. No. It's a miss in the corner there by Skinner. Rebound controlled by Glacier Peak. Here comes Joe Lee. Lost the handle on it momentarily there. That's Jensen. Now to Nate Spang. Bigsby, Paxton Bigsby dribbled to the baseline. Good job defensively there. They're finally going to call a foul. Blake Skinner was in his pocket the whole time. Bigsby just couldn't shake him. like that dog in the neighborhood that's chasing you around. Get away from me. Get away. Get away.
Just leave me alone.
Shoo.
Yeah. And they're going to need that. You need somebody that's going to crash the boards, hit the offensive rebounds, make it hard in the paint on Bothell, and Bigsby's bringing it.
Bigsby.
There we go. He wanted that one.
That's right. Free throw goes in. Skinner picked up the foul, his second personal, third team. He'll check out. And checking in now is Bryson Bell, wearing 23 for the blue-clad Bothell Cougars. Next one, nope, too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
He missed the next one. And so it'll be Bothell basketball leading by 4. Inside 4 minutes to play in this first quarter on Cathcart Way. We're at Glacier Peak High School on a Saturday afternoon. Tolo tonight for Glacier Peak, so that's the reason for the early start. Going in, nice backdoor lob inside. Cody Petrin, some offense there. Put it up and in, and opens up now a 6-point lead, Bothell's biggest lead of the game. This is actually the makeup for, this was supposed to be the first game of the year back on November 29th. They tried to get it in because of snow. The whole week was washed out. Underneath.
Jensen, I got to say it because I know everybody's thinking, that guy has never skipped a bicep curl. That guy.
Well, and for that reason, he's got the full ride to Oregon State.
It shows. It shows.
Yeah. As a tight end, if he plays tight end for the Beavers, don't know. First one is no good. Yeah, so Cooper Jensen is going to Oregon State, and then Trey Lechner, who started the game, he's going to be a Cougar.
Nice. I like it. Pac-12, soon to be Pac-10 again. We don't know.
That's right. Yeah, but a couple of D1 football athletes out here on the basketball floor here. And helping out Steve McCary, the interim coach, Brian Hunter. In fact, the coach who took a year leave of absence is in attendance here. He's across the way. Kind of incognito with a hat pulled low over his eyebrows. Here's a long outside three, rims out, no good by Tyson Hoke for Bothell.
Ooh.
Oh, a little crossover.
Yeah.
And it was knocked out of bounds. Quick hands there by Daniel Briseno. Bothell comes in, they play in I don't care what sport it is. If you play in the Kinko, you've got to be good every night.
Yeah, it's especially, you're drawn from the greater Seattle area. You have really good athletes, a lot of crossover, and yeah, they're in a tough division. So
that's Bigsby. Big B.
Oh.
Cooper Jensen off his knee and
Unlucky,
out of bounds. Yeah. 2:38 to play, opening quarter, 9-4, 5-point lead for the Cougars of Bothell.
That's where I always say my mind was doing one thing and my body did something else.
It betrayed me. So this is Bothell in the blue, moving to our left. They have the ball. Briseno hooks a pass now to McLaughlin. Petrin, no.
Oh, talk. There you go.
Yeah, it was kind of a battle for the rebound between two teammates. Joe Lee.
I'm not getting in Jensen's way. If that guy wants to grab a rebound, I'm going to say it now.
How about Joe Lee? Bang! Down it goes for a 3-ball by Joe Lee and pulls Glacier Peak to within 2 at 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
And that's a good shot. He shot it with confidence. I think Glacier Peak, you just, if you're open, you got to take an open shot.
How about Briseno? Was he open? He took a shot.
I don't know if he was open, but love the confidence, though.
Kick it now to Tyson Hoke. Stops at the foul line. Nice backdoor. Rims out. Couldn't complete the assist. Wow. He had the behind-the-back assist, but it was taken away as the Briseno misses, and Lee brings it up. Chance to tie or take the lead here for Glacier Peak. How about a tie?
Oh,
yes.
Nice. It's a good left hand by Lee right there.
A 9-9 tie, 1-2-3 to play here in this opening quarter of action. Wesco 4A, Kinko 4A. Briseno, boy, I thought he shuffled his feet, but a foul line jumper. He goes to the floor.
Wow.
Like you said, if Cooper Jensen's coming at you, get out the way. Jensen picks up the foul. First personal, second team foul, and Daniel Briseno will go to the free throw line, the 6'3" senior.
We don't like our free throws today, both teams.
No. Now, Bothell did not play last night. But Glacier Peak played in a tough ball game, and at Jackson and lost last night, which effectively takes them out of playoff consideration. They have to have help and win out, this game not included.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on that, again, you want to just take it one game at a time. If you look at everything that has to go right, then you get stressed and you just, you're creating anxiety. Just win every game you can.
Here's Lechner with a hook shot that won't go, and Briseno grabs the rebound for the Cougs. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. In the corner to McLaughlin, they dump it down low, back out top side. Boy, everybody touched the basketball there, and it goes down for a three by Barron Brown. Barron Brown with a bucket and opens it up to 4 points again, 13-9. Shot clock, about a 2-second differential. Shot clock, game clock, 20 to shoot now. Jolie around the Lechner screen, puts up an air ball. Save there, out of bounds though, high in the air was Cooper Jensen, but going in, it goes into the hands of Bothell and Kingston McLaughlin with the bucket. Down to 7 seconds to go. The lead is 6. Lee has it. Baseline, no.
Oh.
Back up, no, by Jensen, and we will run out of time, and the first quarter is in the books, and our score. The Bothell Cougars 15, the Glacier Peak Grizzlies 9. Second quarter coming up right here on STSPN.com. Coming in, Bothell's 4-8 in Kinko 4A play, 6-12 overall. The Cougars sit pretty firmly in third place spot in the Kinko's Crown Division. Top 4 teams in each division make the Kinko. So we got the Kinko tournament.
Yeah.
That's 8 teams going down to 7, and they go into the West King tournament along with the Western Conference for districts. So they'll play one tournament just to lose one team.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
It means you made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Looks good on the resume.
That's all we care about.
Back underway, second quarter. Bothell 15, Glacier Peak 9. Cougars with the basketball. Briseno shoots and hits a 3 and opens up the biggest lead of the game. It's a double score, up by 9 points at 18-9. 20 seconds in to the second quarter.
Briseno with a quick 8 to start.
Now dribbling in, Caden Zener. They swing it out to the top of the key.
That's
Zimmerman, he kicked the basketball, Bill.
I'm a soccer ref. I know you can't do that out here, guys.
From kicks, I know. Yeah. So they will inbound it here. Glacier Peak will. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. We're 31 seconds into the second quarter.
It looks like Jarrell Furman just checked in for Bothell.
This is Joe Lee with it out by the logo. Now he'll head in, give it to Jensen. Foul line jumper, air ball. Boy, just no energy.
Yeah.
Use your legs, boys, right? Another putback, no. Jensen just
Good
can't
D.
buy a bucket. Tough D, but the rebound grabbed down by Bryson Bell, and Cougars have it.
And just like you said from the game last night, those are the ones where anything where you got to use your legs, it's probably, you got to really, really jump.
And it was, like I said, about 90 degrees in that Jackson gym yesterday, too. Long outside 3 won't go for Jarrell Furman. And Lee brings it out of backcourt for Glacier Peak. Grizzlies down, double score, 18-9 here. Early going, second quarter at Glacier Peak High School. Back to the basket is Jensen. Thinks better of a shot, puts it out for somebody else to shoot. But that didn't go down for Sam Waldo. Back up, no, by Zener. And they're going to say last touch by Bothell. It remains in the possession of Glacier Peak.
And those are the ones you're going to want. You want to make the easy ones today.
And they're going to 26 on the shot clock. Brian Kelly stopped play there momentarily.
I thought he wasn't going to let Tyson Hoke in.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen it all for a second. The ref not letting somebody check in.
No, he's in. And then the inbounds here for Bothell. Cougars with it, leading 18-9. Baron Brown.
Good 2-3 zone by Glacier Peak right here.
Furman. Long three, rims out. Baron Brown miss. And Cooper Jensen grabs the rebound. Outlet to Zener, will bring it out of backcourt. Joe Lee with the runner. Ooh. No. It was going to be an and one, but you got to get the first part first before the and one kicks into effect. So it'll be 2 shots coming up here for Joe Lee, leading scorer on the season for the Grizzlies. First one good. Gives Glacier Peak their 10th point of the ball game. 5:53 to go here in the first half. Paxton Bigby checks in, as does Trey Lechner. And Lechner, we got a Cougar in for a Beaver in football parlance next year.
There you go. We're making our free throws now. Now we want to make our free throws. Love it.
18-11, 5:50 to play, first half. Now Bothell with it, Jarrell Furman. Baron Brown back to Furman. In the corner to Hoke. Hoke shoots a 3, no. Rattles off, rebound comes down. Out of backcourt, Sam Waldo. I thought he traveled or double dribbled or something.
You. I thought I saw something as well. I don't know what, but.
It just looked awkward. We're going to have a foul called here, though, on Bothell. And it's going to be on Jarrell Furman. Picks up his first 6 team fouls. So next one will put Glacier Peak into the bonus. Sam Waldo at the line. Bonus doesn't matter if they don't go in. Yeah, the basketball does look heavy. How about this one?
There we go.
That one will go. 6 point the lead. 18-12. 5:25 to play. First half. Bothell with the lead. Bothell with the ball. Tyson Hoke. Now to McLaughlin. Back out to Hoke again. Baron Brown, no. I think he wanted a 3. But Jarrell Furman says, I will. Offline, no. Rebound, Waldo. Out of backcourt they come. Lost the handle, out of bounds. He was the last to touch it. No, he wasn't. It'll still
Bothell is not shy about shooting those threes.
No. As they say, shooters shoot. We got a timeout on the floor. We take a break. 5:02 to play in the first half. Our score, Bothell 18, Glacier Peak 12. More basketball on STSPN on a Saturday coming up after this timeout.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
5:02 to play, first half. Saturday, it's like college basketball. This is the early window on ESPN, right?
Yeah,
coming
or
out of
Fox.
Yeah, that's right.
Got the Big East or whatever you want to call it.
Underneath, going up, no. One more, no, that won't go. Lechner says one more time, yes.
There you go.
Third time's a charm that time.
Try again.
Yeah, that's right. Bigby had the first one that wouldn't go. Then Lechner missed one and put the second one in and closes it to 4 points. 18-14, 4:40 to play, first half. Now Cougars with it. They go deep in the corner to Hoke. Back out, and here's a steal. Grabbed by Lee. I thought he was going to go up with it. Swings it down to Zener. Back out for a 3. That will go. Down it goes there for Sam Waldo. And it's a 1-point ball game. 18-17.
And and if Glacier Peak, if we make our easy ones and our free throws, I mean, they could be up 7, 8 points right now if they wanted to.
Here's a steal. Grabbed by Lechner to Lee. Lee splits the defense. Nobody's there. It's the first lead of the ball game for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, and our first lead change at the 4-minute mark to play here in the first half. A little overplay in the defense. Somebody's open in the corner. The three won't go for Baron Brown. Rebound controlled by Hoke. Then he carried it out of bounds on the far side.
And this, give Glacier Peak credit. They switched to the 2-3 zone. They're giving Bothell fits. And if you're Bothell on the other side, you got to start moving the rock. We got to move it around, make them move, and at some point you're going to see them, try and go for a steal. You're going to get some breakdowns.
Bothell's been stuck on 18 for a while. It was 15-9 Bothell at the quarter. Dribble drive, Big B. You get fouled on the baseline. This is going to be 7 team fouls, so that'll put him in the into the bonus. The foul's going to be on Kingston McLaughlin. His second personal and the 7th team foul. That means bonus time here. Jensen returns. Waldo goes to the bench. Big B at the free throw line. 1-1 coming up here, with Glacier Peak leading it 19-18. Big B free throw no. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Glacier Peak. It'll be Bothell basketball. First lead of the game for Glacier Peak. Bothell led by 9 points.
Yeah.
And that evaporated.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't just be launching NBA threes. Let's move the ball. Let's get some movement. I like this. Go into the post. That's a foul.
Yeah, McLaughlin got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, you can launch NBA threes all you want to if they go down.
True, very true, yeah. And there's a difference. It's like you said earlier. If it's a heat check and you're wide open, that's one thing. But if they're getting a hand up, there's no reason that you launch one, 4 or 5 feet behind the arc.
First free throw good. Ties the score at 19. That's Kingston McLaughlin, the 6'2 junior, for Ron Bollinger, the head coach at Bothell High School. Next free throw is good. And that will give the lead right back to the Bothell Cougars. Bounce pass now to Lechner, back to the basket, turns, faces, short with it again, gets his own rebound, stands in the lane for about 47 seconds, back out for a 3 attempt. That's a no for Bigby. Foul called. And they're going to call. They're going
to get Lechner on that one.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive on trying to get the offensive rebound. I think a little frustration there, too, because nothing's going down for him.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, he's camping in the key. It's like if you're 2 feet from the hoop, man, you just got to go back up with it. I mean, he can out-jump everybody.
Right. 20-19, the score. Lead for Bothell. They have the rock moving to our left.
Good pass.
But a pull-up by Bell won't go. Bryson Bell with a miss. Paxton Bigby with the rebound. Puts up the elbow to move some space around. Here's Zener in the corner. It's up and it's good for a 3.
And Lechner's lucky he didn't get called, or not Lechner. McLaughlin's lucky he didn't pick up his 3rd on that drive because he was hand checking the whole way in.
Briseno 3. He answers on the other end, and that is our 4th lead change of this quarter.
It's a good
and
timeout.
We will take a timeout here by Glacier Peak with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first half. It's Bothell 23, Glacier Peak 22, back in 30. Well, Ron Bollinger, 28 years.
He's seen some games.
He believes in the for a day, for a lifetime when you drive into Bothell, right?
Yeah, no, and
I love it. It's a lifetime.
And he's got the blazer on, the coat. He's looking good. He's ready to coach. That's some soccer. That's what you'd see a soccer manager in right there.
Yep.
Guy gets it.
So here's Bothell or excuse me,
Wow.
Glacier Peak with it. Blocked out of there.
Bell saved that somehow. I don't even know.
And Braceno bring it out of backcourt. Outside three won't go by Hoke. Offside board, back up. Off the side of the backboard by Petrin, no. And the rebound controlled by Bigby brings it out of backcourt.
I think,
with it.
I'm going to keep saying it, but shot selection for Bothell, I think, is hurting them quite a bit this half.
Yep. Nice little give and go, but he couldn't make it complete. To Luke Zimmerman with the miss. Up the floor they go. Dribbling in, Hope.
There you go.
Rattles off, bounces, and goes in. There you go. Good coaching.
It's that easy, guys. Let's not jack them up from behind the arc when we're getting contested. Let's drive. Let's pump, fake, and drive.
There you go. 25-22. The lead is 3.
Good back cut.
And going in, laying is up and good. Pulls Glacier Peak within 1. That's Joe Lee with the bucket. It's 25-24. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the first half.
And I love that. Not just from, the back cut's brilliant, but that pass perfectly weighted, right in rhythm. Or not in rhythm, in stride,
right.
Sorry.
Bryson Bell is going to get fouled on the way in. They're going to say on the way for 2 shots? Yes, they will. So the foul is called on Paxton Bigby, his first, 5th team, but 2 shots here for Bryson Bell. Boing.
Yeah.
First one won't go. The lead remains 1 point for the Cougars.
I like where the game's going. It was a slow start, I think, for both teams, they would agree. But the last 3-4 possessions for each team, it's, we're finding a rhythm. We're getting our feet, and it's good basketball. It's fun to watch.
Next free throw is good. Your guy's in now, Wyatt Mickleberry.
Love the name. Absolutely love the name.
So he's on the floor. 23 to shoot here. 42 on the halftime clock. Underneath they go too deep, and they're going to have a travel. Yeah, too deep for Sam Waldo. Kind of shoveled his feet, and then also, by the way, had 2 guys in blue shirts surrounding him too. So
said, leave me alone, please.
So he committed the turnover, and back down it goes for Bothell. And this is
wow.
The bank is open on a Saturday in Cathcart. For Daniel Braceno, a 3-ball. The banker is good.
We close at noon, though.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. The drive-in windows are open until 3. 29-24, 13 seconds to go. Shot clock is dead. Joe Lee out by the center line.
That's a dumb foul.
Yep. It's a hand check foul by your man, Mr. Mickleberry.
He knows we just wanted to say the name.
And that'll put Joe Lee at the free throw line. It's his first personal 8th team, but more importantly, Glacier Peak scores with the clock stopped here with 8.9 seconds to go in the first half. First free throw good.
And typically on that, you know the clock's going down, you want to pressure him, but once you get inside 10 seconds, at some point you want to back off and say, you know what, if you make a good move, you make a good move.
Next one good. The lead is 3. Here comes for the last shot. Boy, fake with Braceno. Go over to Hoke.
Ooh.
Rims off no good.
That's a good possession, though. Yeah. That's what you want to see.
Had a good look as we head into halftime, and it sounds, and we're taking a look at the incognito, Brian Hunter, getting a drink of water here. The head coach, he'll be back next year. Took a year leave of absence here at Glacier Peak High School. Our score at the half, it is the Bothell Cougars 29 and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies 26. Back with more coming up with the third quarter right after this timeout.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Full practice, Witch Doctor, request immediate hot extract. Taking on
here on a team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
baptized. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract taken on heavy.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else on the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
Coming out of halftime, 29-26, Bothell with the lead over the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. We'll take a look at some first half numbers here in just a moment. You got some first half numbers there, Sean Ryan?
Yeah, I got lead for Glacier Peak, 13, and as our leading scorer, and then Briseno's got 14 for Bothell, and he had that bank three that we're not going to forget.
That's right. Alternating possession, we start the second half. And it'll be Glacier Peak basketball. Moving to our left now, the white home uniforms, silver numbers, blue trim. It's Trey Lechner in the corner. Paxton Bigby shoots, misses. Rebound, grabbed down by Blake Skinner for Bothell. Here come the Cougars, leading it by 3. Tom Lafferty along with Sean Ryan. Thanks for being with us here on a rare Saturday afternoon high school boys basketball game. An outside three, bang, down it goes.
That's a tough shot.
Tyson Hoke with the bucket, and it opens up now a 6-point lead. Bothell's led by as much as 9. Glacier Peak briefly a couple times had a 1-point lead. We've had 4 lead changes and an offensive foul. Is this going to be? It's going to be on Trey Lechner. He's got to pick up at least one of those every game. Inexplicably, he picks up a offensive foul away from the basketball.
Just trying to create some space, Coach. That's all I was trying to do.
A little space, and the coaching staff over in Pullman love that.
Yeah, yeah, do that on the field, please.
That's right. And I think that's going to be another one.
Is that 3?
That's going to be his 3rd, as he just kind of overplayed on the defense. Yep, it's going to be also on
and
Lechner.
On cue, here comes Waldo.
Yeah.
Says, yeah, let me get you.
Yeah, he'll come and get him, and he'll sit down with 4, actually. They've got him 4 on the board. for fouls.
And I didn't see the one down here, but obviously he did enough where the ref was. This one's just, it's unlucky. It's not his fault. He's just trying to pressure the ball, and, you know, it's just a ticky-tack foul.
And quickly, 2 team fouls. Outside 3 ball won't go. Therefore, Petrin, ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bothell. It'll be Glacier Peak basketball.
And what I was going to say on the last possession, Bothell makes that tough shot. I think it was Tyson Hoke. It was like you said in the first half. You can shoot those if you're going to make them. But then this next possession, we shoot a contested one, and then ball, long rebound, you know, goes out of bounds, and now we're going the other way.
Glacier Peak now with the ball. Joe Lee shoots off the side of the iron, no good. Saved by Cooper Jensen, but not really saved by Cooper Jensen. And it'll go the other way. It'll be Bothell basketball. Bothell comes in. They played on Tuesday. Lost to North Creek 63-55. Playing today, and then they end their regular season on Tuesday at home against Inglemore, the hated Inglemore Vikings. That's a rivalry down in the Kinko 4A. Outside 3, that's Hoke with 2 consecutive threes in a row, I do believe. And it opens it up now to a 9-point lead.
Yeah, and if you're Glacier Peak, you just got to get a good shot. The last one, it was a tough shot by Joe Lee. Let's just move the ball. There we go.
Down low, but blocked there from the side by McLaughlin. That was Waldo trying to shoot it. McLaughlin blocks it, and the Cougars take it. Oh, I thought he was going up. Yeah. I thought he's looking for 3 consecutive.
Check.
He does. He does. And he's just smiling coming out of backcourt. He says, if you're that hot, you're hot. If you're not, you're not. And right now he's hot. His teammates love it, and we take a break. 38-26. Timeout, Glacier Peak. 5:50 to go in the third. Stay with us right here on STSPN.com.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
Well, you got some 3 balls here by Hoke. Here comes Hoke with 1. Bang, down it goes. He banked it in. That was earlier. Then in the corner, Hoke again. He liked it. And then the third one, he got it. That was an NBA style, and that went down. So
just keep shooting. Keep shooting until it doesn't go in. Then I'm sure Coach will have a word. But if you keep making it, he's not going to say anything.
5:52 to go into the third quarter. Biggest lead of the game now for Bothell, up by 12, 38-26. GP with it. Joe Lee goes in, banks it up and in. Uses the left hand, goes in from the right side, and it's a 10-point ball game, 38-28.
Right. Let's figure out where Hoke is.
Okay. That's him along the baseline here. Braseno says, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Instead, it's going to be knocked away and grabbed by Cooper Jensen. Big B out of backcourt. Goes in, spins, dumps it down. Too hard, no good, won't go. Miss there by Waldo.
That's a good pass. It's a tough shot. It's a contested shot. But, you know, if Glacier Peak, if we just made some of our free throws and the easy ones, this would be a tie game, might even have the lead.
McLaughlin misses from outside. Lee grabs the rebound for GP. Little stutter step move to Jensen, reverse lay-in. No, will not go. Hoke grabs the rebound there. Outlets it to Petrin. Back to Hoke.
And it gets discouraging when you keep missing those easy ones, especially that. But you got to keep you just keep going. You got to keep push through that little mental toughness.
Lots of white bodies around there for Petrin to go underneath. Lost the handle on it. And here's Glacier Peak with it. Big B. Well, they didn't reset after the miss on this end. Little.
Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Operator error. That was the shot clock. How about an outside 3? Oh, there it goes. Daniel Braseno. He wants to get in on the party too. and it's now a 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game for Bothell. Lee finds a screen to Jensen. Now Waldo bounce back to Jensen, lost the handle, gets it back, puts it up, too hard, no good, gets it back himself. That one won't go.
You just got to keep working, kid.
Wow. Pretty soon you just start hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. Like
you're doing all that, and then everything that Hoke throws up goes in. So.
Well, and he's right there with Cody Petrin with a little runner too, and it's out now to a 15-point lead. 3:25 to play, third quarter.
And if you're Glacier Peak, it sounds easier than it. Yeah, he's camping in the key.
Yep. 3-second lane violation there. Jace Nelson will come in. First time we've seen him tonight. And that'll Sam.
And if you're GP, let's just get a stop. Let's not even worry about what's going on in the offensive end. Let's just get a stop and a rebound, and then we'll regroup after that.
That's Briseno into traffic. Then a push foul is going to be called there. And they will whistle this one on Paxton Bigby. Picks up the foul. Second personal, third team foul. Yet to have a team foul here in the quarter on
that's
Bothell.
Too easy. That's too easy. You can't have that.
That was McLaughlin with the bucket there. At the 3-minute mark to play in the third quarter, and the lead is 17 points for the Cougars.
Oh
Bigby, yeah. In fact,
he was gonna call it, then he waited, and then he goes, "No, I gotta call that one."
You look. You must do that when you're officiating soccer too. You look, you go, "Did I really just see that?"
Yeah.
Wait a minute, let me think it. You replay it in your mind. Yeah, I did.
And then you thought you blew the whistle. You didn't blow the whistle, and everyone's looking at you. It's like, okay, now I need to blow the whistle. I get it.
To the baseline they go. Down there was Blake Skinner, and he got fouled. And this will be on Paxton Bigby. That'll be his second personal foul, fourth team foul.
I got 3 on him.
Okay, they have 4 on the board. He just said 3 on the PA. I think you're right.
All right, well, he said 2 on the PA, but I think they do have 3.
Oh, yeah, they do have 3.
Yeah. Good D.
Fourth team.
Wow.
Another one by McLaughlin. The hook shot. The sky hook is good. And it's out now to a 19-point lead for the Cougars of Bothell. Running away now here in the third quarter.
This is like a 20-point quarter for them, and we got 2 minutes left.
Zener to Lee. About a 14-footer.
Wow.
Rattles out. Boy, if that one doesn't go, they're nothing going in. Back up by Bigby, no.
And then he makes the one that doesn't. I'm actually a little shocked. I mean, Glacier Peak, they're doing all the right things. They're getting to the paint. They're getting to the hoop. It just literally won't go through the net.
It has to be fatigue from last night.
Yeah.
They expended a lot of energy last night in the game over at Jackson. We'll take a break. Timeout on the floor. Minute 58 to go in the third. 47-28. Bothell with the lead over Glacier Peak. Back with more after this timeout.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over. I am the beast.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
So free throws here for Paxton Bigby. It's an 18-2 quarter in favor of Bothell. 18-3 quarter now. Yeah, you just wonder how much gas is left in the tank after last night in a hot gym and a raucous atmosphere, and then you're playing. How much energy can you get from it? Let's face it, it's a sparse crowd, a late arriving crowd today. Outside three, bang! Down it goes, Daniel Braceno. And it's a 21-point lead. For Bothell, their biggest lead of the game. They keep continuing that big lead. Now that's Lee into traffic. Bigby off the window and in. Paxton Bigby. And it's 50-31, a minute and a half to play. Third quarter at Glacier Peak on a Saturday.
And at this point, if you're Glacier Peak, and I know I keep saying it, but that's perfect.
Yep.
Nope,
Steal.
never
Nope.
mind.
Steal it right back. Braceno, throw it right to Braceno. And Bothell just say, well, we'll just regroup and reset the 30 and go from here. Braceno with it. Corner jumper, three won't go. Petrin with the miss. Zehner's on the ground. And he's been hobbled. He came out, he was grabbing his hamstring
he doesn't
earlier.
look good right now.
And he's kind of limping. The foul was whistled on Blake Skinner, his fourth personal foul.
And Grayson Bell just checked in for Bothell.
Yeah, he'll take the place of Blake Skinner.
Okay, I was gonna say if that one doesn't go in,
Yeah, Joe Lee with the bucket there, 50-33. Inside 45 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Good D.
Pretty good D by Zimmerman, but Bothell gets it back. No, we're going to have a travel. Turnover there. A couple of extra steps in the paint. And Glacier Peak will have it. 35 seconds to go here.
Zehner still is limping pretty significantly. Yeah, he's asking for a sub.
Yeah, but he's not getting any help from the bench.
No.
So Baron Brown checks in for Bothell. I think Brian Kelly stopped the clock because he thought it had been touched. It hadn't been, so they hadn't started the timer yet. So here's Lee. Rattles out. Won't go. Braceno with the rebound. Shot clock is dead. They can play for one here to end the third quarter. Petrin to Brown. What can Brown do for you? Gets trapped. It goes right into Coach Bollinger hasn't played in a long time. He probably still has pretty good shot.
He caught that pretty confidently. He said,
right.
I got it. Don't mess up the suit, though.
That's right. That's right. Inbounds here. 14 seconds to go. Third quarter at Glacier Peak. Down to 8. Petrin to the baseline. Fade away. Won't go. Tip up. No. One more chance. Outside. Long three. Bang at the horn. That is Daniel Braceno. Puts an exclamation point on a really good third quarter. And the lead is 20. 53-33. Heading to the fourth right after this timeout.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
So how good is that Kinko? Woodinville in the Crown Division is 9-3. North Creek is 5-6. Bothell 4-8 in league play. Bothell's a pretty good team.
Yeah, I mean, they lack some height, so I feel like that's probably where a fair amount of their losses. But, I mean, they have 11 threes, and we have an entire quarter to play.
Saved from going out of bounds there by Hoke. Little runner by Petrin, no, and the rebound grabbed down by Luke Zimmerman for Glacier Peak. Up the floor, Lee in the corner for a three. Down it goes. It's good by Nate Spang. Pulls them to within 18 points. A 24-7 quarter in favor of Bothell in that third quarter. We're just underway, fourth quarter at Glacier Peak this afternoon. And Bothell, there he is. That man won't go, Tyson Hoke. And the rebound controlled by Jace Nelson for the Grizzlies. To Lee, shoots a three, too hard, no good. Back up, no. Partially blocked from behind there. Yeah. It was a miss by Spang and grabbed by Bothell. To Petrin, he got fouled. But in the Crest division of the Kinko, that's where the power is. Skyline 10-1, number 1 in the RPI. Mount Si, number 2 in the RPI, they're also 10-1. Mount Si won a state championship couple. Yeah, they've got a giant.
Yeah,
he's
that's
actually considered a giant in there. Newport at 8-4.
Imagine blocking that out.
Yeah.
There it is.
Braceno. Yep. Mr. Daniel Braceno.
That's his 8th three.
Yeah.
He's got 8 threes and 2 free throws.
He's in the early running here for the player of the game.
Yeah.
Adrenaline fundraising player of the game.
And who knows, Hoke might hit 3 threes in 40 seconds again, so.
A miss here on the other end by Glacier Peak, grabbed by Bothell. Cougars with it, Petrin. Hoke, cross court. To Braceno, will he? Oh, sure he will.
Oh, my.
That one wouldn't go, but the offensive rebound was grabbed there momentarily by Bryson Bell, but stolen right away by Bigby. Here comes Glacier Peak. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bigby with the ball on his hip at the top of the key.
There you go, good take.
Went around 2 defenders, including Braceno, and Bigby with the bucket. 18-point lead, 56-38. Braceno, they'll swing it back around. They just work the perimeter. McLaughlin, air ball.
Okay, so they're human.
Yeah.
We know they're human now.
That 19-footer went 17 feet. Now to Nelson. Bigby, no, he crumples to the floor.
I'm going to say it's got to be something, either a jump, a foul, or.
Bell and McLaughlin were there. And it will be Bryson Bell with the foul, his second personal foul, and the third team foul. We have a timeout on the floor. And we will step aside with 5:20 to play in the game, 56-38. Bothell with the lead. Back with more on STSPN.com.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
You know, we're talking about playing in an afternoon after you played the night before. That's the goal of all teams, because you want to be in the Tacoma Dome and you want to be playing night after night after night. And if you play one more night, you're bringing home hardware.
Exactly.
That's why you like the tournament, or you're playing back-to-back. Now, whether either of these teams will make the trek down to the Tacoma Dome, yet to be seen, still with 1 week left in the regular season. Bothell basketball. Pull-up jumper, Petrin, front of the iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back out. I thought he was going to elevate for the three. He didn't. Gets double-teamed there. To Braceno, who's just been white hot. Turnaround jumper won't go for Petrin. The rebound controlled by Glacier Peak. Inside 5 minutes to play in the game. Joe Lee. Bigby. Bigby in the corner. No. Offside. Nelson. Another shot blocked there. Blocked by Hoke. Tyson Hoke with the block of the shot by Nate Spang. And it was last touch. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be Bothell basketball. Lechner returns. So Glacier Peak with Lechner and Zimmerman, Lee, Spang, and Nelson out there. Hoke, front of the iron, no good. So Brady Hoke.
He's human again.
Yeah, Tyson Hoke.
Good pass.
There's Lechner in. Nice pass there by Joe Lee. Trey Lechner with the bucket. And it's 56-41 to within 15 at 4 minutes to play in the game. That's Daniel Briseno. Kicks it back out to Hoke. Check it to Petrin. That's Hoke. That's a 2. That was a 2 inside the line for Tyson Hoke.
I don't think they should count that.
No.
I think Hoke should only get 3s.
How about Joe Lee? How about his 3?
He's a sophomore. That kid's going to be he's already a good player. He's going to get a lot better.
Yep. 58-44, lead 14, 3:25 to go. There's a sliver of an opportunity, but not if you don't play defense down underneath on Mr. McLaughlin.
And he's put together a nice second half himself. Why not, kid?
There you go. Rims off, no. But shot by Lee, a miss. Rebound, Bryson Bell. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the game. Briseno, I thought he was doing a clinic here. Nelson.
He doesn't like to be open, though, when he shoots.
No. Going in, lay in. Well, I thought it was partially blocked there. Holt got a hand on it, but still forcing his way through was Nate Spang. And we have a timeout on the floor. Full timeout called here by Steve McCary and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. 2:46 to play in the game. 60-46, 14-point lead for Bothell. We'll be back after this.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Full practice, Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else on the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Final couple of minutes of this Wesco 4A, Kinko 4A boys matchup on a Saturday afternoon at Glacier Peak High School.
And if Bothell's not careful, this could, it's a 14-point game. You're still pretty comfortable, but, if Glacier Peak can cause some turnovers, get a couple buckets, this could be inside 10 points.
Yeah, it was a 21-point lead. Maybe running out of time. Bothell trying to use some time here. We're going to have a foul called.
That's not the worst thing, if we can just start putting them at the line, especially the one-on-one, and they miss those.
Lee picks up the foul. That's his first personal foul. 6 team fouls, so one more will put Bothell at the free throw line.
I had a coach back in high school, and he said if you don't have a personal foul and you played, then you didn't play hard enough. So.
Right. They're going to call, he's playing hard. Jace Nelson will pick up the foul.
He's been a nice spark for GP. Since he's come in, it's been a different vibe.
And he's a sophomore, along with Joe Lee, looking at next year. Sam Waldo's a junior.
Oh, we got to grab that.
Nope, won't go.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
So the missed free throw here, the offensive rebound by Bryson Bell, and he'll go to the free throw line. And the foul.
Oh, that's his fifth. He's gone.
Lechner will sit with 5 personal fouls.
And it's unfortunate for him because 2 of his fouls were just unlucky, you know.
Right,
just
wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly.
Cooper coming in. And Bryson Bell at the free throw line for the Cougars with 2:18 to play in the game. Lead is 14. Still 14. First one too strong.
I believe they call that a brick.
Okay, if you want to go
yeah,
there.
that was maybe a little too hostile. I'll say it. There we go. Attaboy. He heard me. He said he's piped down up there.
Bothell ends their regular season on Tuesday at home against Inglemore. Fadeaway jumper by, I thought Joe Lee was going to leave. He pushed the door open.
I got a parking ticket. I got to go take care of that.
Now he's kind of holding his elbow. Lee is. The foul is going to be on Joe Lee, his second personal foul.
He glided in air for what felt like 10 seconds.
That's a 9th team foul. 1-and-1 here with Bryson Bell at the stripe. Rims off no good.
And I think that play sums up the game.
Yep.
Just a little off. And to your point, it's probably from the game last night.
And the starters will have a seat in this ball game. As Steve McCary says, let's put the second teamers in. Ben Williams comes out there. Austin Bloom is out there. Mateo Ganji is out there for Glacier Peak. Trying to get one more. Jacob Venture is out there now.
That's smart by Hoke. Let's just hold the ball. The clock, we just need to run it down at this point.
Here's Hoke. One more, he says. I'll take him two more buckets, 2 more shots, or 2 more points. Let's get it the right way.
Yeah.
63-46, 17-point lead. Jace Nelson goes in. He goes to the floor. Foul called, and here comes some second teamers now for the Bothell Cougars. There's a line of 3. Now it's a line of 4 sitting on the floor down in front. Tyson Hoke picks up the foul. That's his first personal foul, 4th team foul. Free throw here for Jace Nelson. First one won't go.
I wish I would have counted how many shots have just been like rimmed out for GP today, because it's actually been surreal.
So next one coming up here for Nelson.
There you go. Attaboy.
With 1:31 to play, and the lead is 63-47. 16-point lead. Did we decide we like
Why are we shooting? I'm sorry. There's 23 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah. Well, they want to get their shot. Shoot or shoot, right?
I guess that's true, especially if you watched Briseno and Hoke just,
that's right.
Bang, bang, bang.
Did we decide we like Briseno for our player of the game?
I think so. Anybody that has 8 threes in a game, that's pretty good. That'll do.
So inbounds here for Glacier Peak. Coming up on the final minute of play, 63-47.
I got dibs on asking him about the bank shot too.
Okay, you get the first. Yeah. You get the first question. No, I'm going to take the first question, but it won't be about the bank shot.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
That's a gentleman's deal right there.
All right. Our Adrenaline fundraising player of the game we'll have coming up here just after the end of this ball game. That's drawing to a close here with a parade to the free throw line. And Wyatt Mickelberry will be at the free throw line for Bothell with 53.8 seconds to play in the game. And the first free throw, no good. One more for Mickelberry. It will go. It was a strange day, too, as well. There was no junior varsity game. This was a varsity-only game this afternoon. You don't usually have those. until you get into the playoffs, which are just around the corner. We'll have lots of playoff games here on STSPN.com starting in a week or so. The district tournament and on to the regionals. Ball out of bounds. Inbounds here for Glacier Peak. Nelson will throw it in. Austin Bloom. That's him with the basketball. Nelson looked at a three. We're going to have a foul on the floor. This will just be out of bounds here, so that'll negate the shot clock. They don't even get to the bonus. That's only the 5th team foul of the half against Bothell. On the inbounds, it'll put back up and in. And Jacob Venchier will get into the scorebook. Final 15 seconds. Going in, no. One more time, no. Miss there. Nasir Gadeh with the miss, going in, laying up at the horn. It's good. They'll count the basket. That lay in there by Mateo Ganji, and our final score will be 64-49. 64-49 the final. We'll send Sean down to get our player of the game. We'll come back in our post game and talk with him, our general fundraiser player of the game. Again, the final score from Glacier Peak this afternoon. It was Bothell 64, Glacier Peak 49. Post game coming up right here on STSPN.com.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Welcome back. Bothell Cougars win it this afternoon 64-49 over the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Tom Lafferty along with Sean Ryan, and our player of the game right here is Daniel Braceno. What's it like playing an afternoon game? You don't get to do those very often, do you?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was pretty good feeling, you know, like we had our game rescheduled before, so it was great to be back in here.
Yeah, this was supposed to be way back when, the first game, right?
Yeah, over the break it got rescheduled because of the snow and stuff like that. You know how it got.
Yeah.
So what happened in the third quarter? You guys just, I mean, it was a 3-point game. Next thing you know, you guys, I think it was a 24-point third quarter. I mean, you had
20 points.
You guys had 24 points in the third quarter alone.
Wow.
I mean, everything you threw up went in. I mean, what did you guys talk about at halftime?
Well, I mean, going into halftime, we just talked about closing out the game because, like, we've had like times in the past where we, you know, come out start hot and then in the game not close out. So the most important thing that we covered was just like, you know, like closing the game out and our shots. And, you know, Tyson was doing pretty good too.
Yeah, we got him on and that bank three that you hit, I think it was in the first half. How does that feel? But
I mean, if I shoot it, it's because I feel like I can make it.
Did you think you were going to be hot when you got off the bus?
Not really. I mean, I was confident coming into the game, but once my first shot fell, that's when I knew like what type of game it was going to be.
Have you ever hit 8 3-pointers before?
No, I had 7 earlier this year versus prep, but 8, I think that's a new record for me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, 26 points. You know, Tyson had a great game, and
talk about Tyson.
Tyson, that's my shooter, man. When I'm not hitting, that's the guy to go to.
Yeah. Well, he had 3. I think he hit 3 and 40 seconds.
3 consecutive, like right after halftime.
Well, and I think you got it or somebody got it. It was like he was about to do the heat check. He moved it, and then when he got it back, he's like, "No, I gotta let this one fly." And of course, he hits it. So
what's it like playing in that Kinko League? It's tough every single night, isn't it?
Yeah, Kinko's we have some great teams like Skyline, Mount Si, Woodinville. It's a very competitive league. I was kind of excited to be out here because obviously GP ended our season last year.
Right.
So this is like a kind of a statement game for us to come back and give them what we should have did last year.
Yeah.
Then you got a rivalry game coming up this week, right, against Inglemoor?
Inglemoor, that's my senior night.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. And then into the Kinko tournament, then who knows, right?
Exactly.
There you go. Good job today.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Daniel Briseno, our Adrenaline fundraising player of the game. And we're going to get him a shirt. We'll get some pictures here, and we will send it away after. And Sean, what do you got for just a couple of numbers?
No, well, it's the 3-pointers for Bothell. I mean, we were just talking to Daniel, and he hit everything. Tyson was hitting everything. And then, as far as, Glacier Peak, we're going to talk about the back-to-backs because you have to. I mean, you played less than, 12 hours ago or 15 or whatever you want to call it. And to your point, 90-degree gym. Sounds like they couldn't get everybody that wanted to get in to see the game to watch the game. So you got a packed gym. It's hot, rivalry game, and then you turn around 15 hours later, midday game. To your point, we don't play those. Got to dance later, so maybe I don't have all my focus there. So I think it was just, it was a perfect storm for Bothell as far as Glacier Peak and everything they had going on. But give Bothell credit. I mean, that third quarter, they blew the doors off. And then, GP just couldn't recover after that. And GP, a lot of points left on the board, especially in the paint and the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of missed lay-ins. Yeah, in that third quarter, that was the key. Bothell scores 24, Glacier Peak scores 7. So it goes from a 3-point halftime lead to a 20-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Bang, that's your ball game.
And Joe Lee, I mean, he had a great game. And you'll talk about the points left. But again, you just got to keep moving forward. It's not a league game, so your season's not over yet. You just got to win the next game. The whole NFL 1-0. Let's just go 1-0 every game and then worry about where the chips fall later. Yeah, and Glacier Peak still with a chance for the postseason. They've got to win out, and they have to get help from other teams, and that's really a tough position to be in for Glacier Peak, but we shall see in this next week. Thanks for being with us here on this Saturday afternoon for Sean Ryan and our producer Todd Elvig. I'm Tom Lafferty. Again, the final score, Bothell Cougars 64, Glacier Peak Grizzlies 49. Was it 51? No, they waved it off.
They waved it off.
They came together and waved it off, yeah.
I was into a rhythm, Todd, and you going. We'll see you later, everybody. Good night.